Gals, men and women, I don't know if there's any gerbils in the room looking out of their little gerbil prison up to the day 9 daily. Oh, that little hamster needs to be a better gamer and he needs to work out. It's Monday, guys. It's Funday Monday, day 9 daily number 423, where ordinarily we learn to be a better gamer, but it's Monday, so it's time to dick around. Yes, everything is wonderful because it's Monday. It's Monday. I mean, just seriously, can you not believe how many miracles have happened today alone? I mean, maybe you're thinking, well, I went to work, but I would say to that, you live in Europe, because in America it was President's Day, which means we celebrate the day off, right? Who wakes up on President's Day? Oh, it's my favorite holiday. Seriously, I get everyone over for a president's party. Each person dresses up as a president. My favorite to dress up is as Polk. At least that's what Team EG says, because he has a, he's got that good handlebar thing going on there, the chin strap. So, now that we are celebrating President's Day along with all the wonderful members of Team Evil Geniuses, I'd like to give a special announcement for the Funday Monday topic of the day. As you may know, the Funday Monday topic is as follows. You must do tons of damage with Burrowed Banelings. That's it! That's it! My God, all the President Poke Zergs at EG love to use Burrowed Banelings. Never. So what we're going to do is look at what could be if we start incorporating those into normal gameplay. Let me... Oh, didn't make noise. It didn't crack, but it stung. Let's go ahead and hop into the middle of this game where we have Lava Bonkers up against his friend named Doom. Now, Doom is not yet moving his units, right? The important thing to note about Funday Monday is that it has the strong potential to not have Baneling action occur at the start of the game. Lava Bonkers successfully defended a gate push. Right? Wait, was that really was that off one gate? Oh, Jesus, there's the other two. I was like, Doom with over 15 units on one gate at the 9-minute mark. Cheating! Incredible! Wonderful play by Doom. No, Doom actually did have 3 gates. Made the push, defended by Lava Bonkers, who is teching up to a layer. Now, I already have a little bit of problem with his gameplay because he's building a Hydralisk Den. And of course the problem with the Hydralisk Den is that it's not a motherfucking Baneling nest, which is of course the key component to any successful Burrowed Baneling play. It's kind of like when you say to that girl, hey, I'll pick you up, but you don't have a car. I speak from experience. One of the greatest days of my life. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm going to tell you this, but there was this girl. I was in a lab, like a computer lab. There's a whole bunch of nerds coding their games, and I'm like, I'm hitting on her so hard, it's almost like I'm going to win something, right? Like she's a slot machine, and I just keep pulling the lever because I'm like, it'll work eventually, right? And she was great. Her name was Felicity. I just said, hey, what's your number? And she said, I'm not gonna give you my number in front of all these people. And everyone was like, oh shit! This is actually a true story. Literally none of this is made up. Everyone, oh shit! Like doing this, like, oh! And I'm like, no, come on, you should give me your number. Like, I'm trying to play it off cool. But the thing is, many years of playing StarCraft have built in me the ability to be cool on the outside despite all the horrible physiological pain I'm feeling within. So I'm like, no, you should totally give me the number. It's no big deal. You should totally let me have it. And she's like, okay, I'll give it to you. It is 555. And then she pauses. And she says, are you going to write it down? And I said, don't worry. I'm not going to forget something worth remembering. Oh, stroke of genius. And she blushed, and everyone was like, oh my God, like freaking out, because it's a whole bunch of nerds who make games as their major, right? They're not, the sort of people who would just, like me, lurk in the labs with a harpoon gun and find a girl and be like, and reel her on in. What's your number? Tell me. And so when she finally tells me her number, I promptly totally forget about it, right? I have like no idea what her number is. And she's walking out, and I don't want to ask her twice. And she's like, okay, so you want to go to a date on Thursday? And I'm like, yeah, I'll pick you up. She's like, great, I look forward to it. And then she left, and I was like, fuck, I don't have a car. I have a bicycle. What if I just like, ring, ring, hey, baby, hey, ring, ring. It's blue. It's amazing. I mean, like, if you want, I can just hold you into the basket that's at the front. Because in Southern California, no one has a normal bike. They have these, like, stupid beach cruisers with baskets in the front. And I could set her in that and take her to the date. This is the point where we realize that the analogy, the story, has divorced so far from the StarCraft 2 that what I have to do is just stop talking. We're upset that we have seen this Zerg player, Lava Bonkers, not build a Baneling nest yet. But that's okay. That's okay, baby. Hop in the basket. It's about trust. He took me in a basket. It was wonderful. It just left this deep imprint on my butt. It looked like a waffle afterwards because of the wire grid on the basket. Excellent. Lava Bonkers continue to expand out, and then this is where we go, aw yeah. This is where we go, aw yeah, because not only is he building the Baneling nest, the bursting structure of awesome, but he is getting increasingly close to satisfying that Funday Monday topic. That Funday Monday topic of the Baneling nest. A lot of people are pontificating about how that romantic story I just finished has not a thing to do with what's going on, but again, let me emphasize. If you're building a Hydralisk den and it's not a Baneling nest, that's a lot like me inviting a girl out on a date with no car, implying that I had a car. Rats. But that's okay, because you know what I did? I called her back and I asked her if she could pick me up. Smooth! That's the point, alright? He worked his way back to the Baneling nest. That's the important thing. I don't know how to say this, but I don't actually own a car. But I have money capitalized by the government because I have student loans. So if you want to, you know, go out to dinner, I can pay for the dinner. I can pay for the dinner. Don't worry, baby, 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 baby. But I can't drive there. Seriously, Lava Bonkers now building up an infestation pit, going for something weird like a hive tech. Now, if we take a look over at Doom's base, the base of Doom, everything that is going on right now is actually great. Look at that, +2 weapons, a cybernetics core, ooh, robotics bay, and he has the double robo. Double robo, he doesn't have any Colossi yet, but here comes Colossi 1 with chrono boosted, not building robotics facility 2, and there it is. And now he's chrono boosting the other one, he's alternating it up. But what do you see? Do you see what I see? It's a burrow upgrade. Oh yes, the Protoss player building up in defense mode, trying to collate as many units as humanly possible, but here it comes, Lava Bonkers. Lava Bonkers, dat Lava Bonker man. But Doom is building up a deadly force of Colossus, and who cares what else, because as long as Protoss has Colossus in the force, you're still ready to call the game unfair. These 3 unfair units will be joined by another 4th unfair unit. He's queuing them up, and with 3 bases, what is the exact unit counter? I just don't know. Doom, here it comes. Here comes Doom. Here he comes. He's racking himself up. Here's the moment. You know what? Because I'm a tease, I'm even going to put it to the normal speed. The what? The normal speed. That's right. The speed that's still faster than you played RTS games when you first bought them in 1999. When I played the original StarCraft Brood War, I played on slow. Not slower or slowest, slow. Just slow. It's almost funny to think that in this very caffeinated ADHD day and age, the speeds are the following. Normal, faster times 2, 4, and 8, and that's it. That's it. That's the only way. Do you want to go the speed limit or the speed of light, or light times 2 times 8 to get to dinner? As long as you drive. As long as you drive. Here it comes. For some reason, Lava Bonkers, he loaded him up into there. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's on the normal speed. Oh, please. Oh, one time. Why are you going to the right? Lava Bonkers. Oh! Oh, yeah. And with a hearty lull, Lava Bonkers encapsulates everything that we're feeling too. Let's go ahead and see that in instant replay. Doom, here he comes. He's moving on out. Here he comes. He's starting to scout. Now you'll notice burrowed banelings don't cause a ripple in the ground in the way that burrowed roaches do. Here they come. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, they're sweeping on in. Now time to down to 88 food. And with a hearty lull, Lava Bonkers gets himself into an extremely effective position, etc. And he's going to simply A-move his way. Oh God, you have got to be kidding me. He says with a happy face and a sweat, and there comes the ha-ha-ha, and FML is not bleeped out because it is an acronym for something totally appropriate as decreed by Blizzard Entertainment. Fuck my life. Excellent. It is not fajita melon lemon. It is not some sort of smoothie. It is not forget my license because I don't need it because you're driving me to the date. It's none of that. It's fuck my life, and that's what the life is like for Doom right now. What we're going to do is step into a game that's a little bit more, I guess I would say, emphasizing the burrowed banelings. And we're going to take a look at some play as long as my face doesn't lock up for too long, right? For any of you who don't know this, whenever you load up a replay or remove a replay, StarCraft 2 says no other processes really need to be running right now, including my face, which as you'll note is a process. What? Listen, I'm going to load up another game. It is the wonderful, amazing, perfect player, the most beautiful, perfect Funday Monday viewer of all time. His name is Call Me Steve. Call Me Steve, that's for you. The important thing whenever you're blowing a kiss is to make sure that she can feel the pressure of your lungs on her face. Call Me Steve spawning in the left position, excellent. Moving out right now with his overlord. In the right we have an anarchism. Or anarchism. Anarchies. What's your favorite kind of cheese? Anarchies. Call Me Steve spawning, moving out, heading to the right with a bold drone that will pass through the center of dat map. Anarchism will be walling himself in. A fairly standard game is going to be playing out. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and fast forward because none of you really showed up to see something standard today, did you? Did you? I know you didn't because it's Monday, the best day of the week. As we go ahead and pop back into the game, we see that Call Me Steve is playing standard, or as we call it, estandardo. It looks like Anarchism has his Marines perfectly placed to defend absolutely nothing of value to him. Off in the shrubbery to the top right, but this Overlord certainly isn't going to be scouting anything, except the number of Marines, which is a valuable piece of information that Call Me Steve will use to do absolutely nothing with, because all he really needs to do is build banelings and tech towards things that look like banelings. Now we are seeing Anarchism going for a 4 racks opening. A couple of banelings are being produced by Call Me Steve, but the important thing is that Anarchism is largely in defense mode, building himself that command center, building himself another barracks. Great. If you can't macro out of the first 4, build a 5th. Cool. We see Call Me Steve now getting himself the extra special burrow upgrade. He's keeping these banelings hidden in the shrubbery because shrubbery is the next best thing to being underground, right? Plants. Call Me Steve getting ready. He's getting baneling speed. It won't really help. The banelings burrowed underneath the ground. It didn't help. Run. Run away. Run away. Okay. But Anarchism realizes that perhaps now is not the best time. That's okay, Anarchism did kill them off. Call Me Steve doesn't have any banelings anymore. But what he's going to do is bring a little bit of the punishment pain. Meanwhile, back home, Anarchism is continuing to stockpile Marines, Marauders, and all other things that begin with the letter M and help Terran win. Which I think is always a pretty reliable way to give advice in this game. If I ever have a new buddy and he's saying, hey, I'm having trouble with StarCraft 2, do you have anything advice to give? If it doesn't start with M, then you probably shouldn't build it. Just Marines, Marauders, Medevacs, and motherships. Does anything else begin with M? Yeah, I guess that makes sense, because they all suck, right? Why else would we build that? Alright, cool. I really wish that Blizzard would rebalance it so Marauders were something really nuts, like 10 damage, but 60 against Psionic or something sweet. Alright, it looks like Call Me Steve. Burrowing a lot of Banelings there. He has a couple more Banelings. He's getting ready. He's going to be burrowing them by the watchtower. Ooh. Ooh. Everyone in the chat type. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, Steve. Oh. Oh my god, thank god that Baneling hit went off because my roommates thought that tea was done. Excellent. Oh, here comes, a scan. A dastardly, bastardly scan by Anarchism shuts down the plans of Call Me Steve, but that's okay because Steve has nailed essentially the only functional goal that he needs in this game, which is to land some seriously painful Baneling hits. In the meantime, Call Me Steve continuing to mass up Zerglings, continuing to go ahead and get that good old macro going. Funday Monday! Call Me Steve, you are my hero. Even when you are 10 food behind and have essentially lost the game because you're focused literally only on doing Baneling hits, you scream and cheer because few things make the crowd go as nuts as the Baneling hit. Now let's go ahead and hop back into this game and see what Call Me Steve is going to follow it up with. It looks like he has some Zerglings skirting their way down to the south side. Good job, Call Me Steve. Oh, a great place for the hatchery to go because it opens up so many new paths where you can plant the Burrowed Baneling. And it looks like a couple Banelings moving down. I'm doing the sound effect that you here at the dentist ordinarily. I don't know about you, but personally, every time I go to a dentist, I'm uncomfortable because I've never heard someone use so many words that are said at like PTA meetings and school camp sessions, you know, where it's like, hey buddy, are your teeth going super duper duper today? Why don't you sit down here? Right on, guy. Who says guy in an endearing fashion? If I ever meet someone, I'm like, hey guy. That's another way of being like, I don't fucking know who you are and I don't like you in the slightest. Hey guy. Guy, dude. And then he sticks that Slurpee tube in your mouth right when you're talking. So, how's school going? Well, it's going pretty good. It's like super duper great to hear that things are going fandiperous over at the school. Guy. Friend. Nerd. Anarchism is expanding. That's the important thing to do. But Call Me Steve. Oh my god, that sly raccoon. Oh, Evolution would definitely vote for Call Me Steve in the annual Pick a Race to Die competition. They wouldn't pick him because that would be the opposite of what I meant, wouldn't it? Ah, thank God Evolution isn't a reality show. But if it were, I'd tune in. Sorry, Condor. You've been voted off the island. Good luck in the future. Good luck, three-toed sloth. Or wait a minute, you're actually a really successful animal. Fantastic. Call Me Steve in a little bit of trouble. That's okay because his enemy literally made only anti-air. Well, not quite. He has a lot of Marauders, and down here in the bottom right, looks like a plenty pack of Burrowed Banelings are basking peacefully by the nearby unused orbital command, well, not orbital command, it's just a command center, or as I like to call it, 400 minerals of something. This is like when your mother buys a canoe and just puts it in the garage and says, one day I'm going to go canoeing. And there it sits, quietly, waiting for water, anything to justify its existence. In the meantime, we've still been at ×2 for about a minute and a half, and Call Me Steve, who quite honestly gets it, is continuing to build Banelings. He has Banelings by the watchtower, Banelings at the front, Banelings patiently waiting by this one command center that has SCVs queued up. Will he open up the rocks and enable a transfer? Will he enable it? Will it happen? Will he The snipers are on the kayak. Anytime Mom puts the kayak onto the water and gets into open territory, they may open fire. But for now, they're just standing and looking at them and looking and thinking negative things so that they feel comfortable when they shoot that big bullet in your mom's face. Oh, God. But it looks like Anarchism might be making the mistake of his life. He might be getting ready to attack. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, Anarchism. Anarchism, do it, please. Anarchism, please. I want it so bad. I want it. I'm begging you. Come on. Come on. Here it comes. And at the front. At the front. Oh, 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 no. Oh, no. Oh, oh my God. Oh. Oh, see you later, alligator. What is an alligator doing playing StarCraft 2 anyways? You can't even micro well, because you have to sit flat. And Anarchism just goes ahead and slash parts in the IRC of life. God, I hope anybody gets that joke. That's an old school joke. Wow. Holy crap, a lot of the people who played Zork, and it's still their favorite game, they get that joke. Bah, ha, ha, ha. Let me send you this funny photo of me right now through DCC++. I'm going to go ahead and take a break, and when we come back, we're just going to look at more awesome games. Let me just, before we do, I just want to watch the last 10 seconds of that game. Just a little bit. Here it comes. Oh my God, Anarchism, are you sure you want to go out into the dark? What if there's a Gru? What if there's a Gru? There is a Gru. Oh my God, and there's a Gru on your save game file because you are still running a 166 megahertz computer. Alright, see you in exactly 2 minutes for Funday Monday Part 2.